Everyone, recently I made a video about magically charging your jewelry so that you can wear the essence of the spirit with you every day. Now, this is not the same thing as trapping a spirit. Any items you have on your altar are going to be charged if you are at least lighting a candle once a week. Oshun is my patron goddess. She came to me in a dream after I did a spell asking if she was able to work with me. The dream was absolutely fascinating. She approached me, she described who she was, she talked about the ancient ones, which I now have come to understand are the ancient gods. And I know for a fact that she helped me in my aesthetics practice. So I had showed this ring that I had offered to her a couple of years ago, and I've had it here permanently. And so I felt it had been charged with her essence. I asked her if I could borrow it to have her with me on my person. I got to switch hands here. I also had this little opal ring. Now, these gemstones relate to water. I got to tell you what happened the next day. I took the jewelry off and put it back. I thanked her and gave it back to her. And it was either that evening, actually, that I received a call from my ex. Now, this was a week ago. Yesterday was Saturday, and it was a week before that, either Friday afternoon or maybe Saturday morning. Out of the blue, my ex called me, and he said, I have about $1 on my fuel saver card for gasoline, and if you want to go next week, how much gas do you have now? We're not on empty yet. Let's get close to empty by next week, and then we'll go and fill up both cars. I said, okay. And so yesterday, Saturday, we went, and he said, let's get premium. I said, okay. He said, since I've got 81 cents off for every gallon, I'd like to get premium. So he filled up my car first. He said, you go first. And then he pulled up, and then he filled up his car. He ended up saving about $10. We both got premium, and I've got gasoline for at least 2 weeks for me to be able to drive continuously 5 days a week to assignments for work. Which, is going to help me tremendously because I'm in between jobs and I'm in between paychecks. Now, this is the second time that Oshun has helped me receive material resources such as gasoline. Now, as you can see, she's related to water, this is the picture she led me to print off of her right now. It's not how she appeared to me in the dream. She actually showed me that she had something tied around. It was around my waist because I'm a medium, and she kept pulling it like it was taffy. And so, of course, now, many years later, I've realized it was her honey pot. I'm completely blown away. I've said this many times. So anyway, I had made a potpourri pot with water and asked if she'd be willing to work with me. The following day, as I told her I needed gas for the car to take a trip to visit my friend and take my kids out of town, I wanted to win the gas card. So on Saturday, I wasn't able to go until afternoon. I don't know, 1 or 2 in the afternoon, whatever. And when I got there, the DJ said, well, the contest is over, but I have 2 cards left. You can have them both. And then it was either that evening or sometime after that I'd had the dream of her. So I guess, the coral can relate to things that are water in nature, liquid, right? As well as the opal. There is a tradition that uses coral as an offering. Now, when I had my aesthetics practice, I showed her one of my rings that had a cubic zirconium in it. Or cubic zirconia, however you say it. And I said, Oshun, I want to offer you this. It was the first time in a long time that I'd actually made an offering to her once I realized who she was, and she had come to me and had led me to create this for her. And that evening, she handed me a ring, a diamond ring. And within a day or two, I received a call from a woman who wanted a wedding party to come in for facials. And I made a lot of money that day. So, like attracts like. I didn't even ask for anything from Oshun. I just put on the essence of her that had been sitting here, asked if I could borrow it to have her with me on my person for the day. So I just had to share this with you. You know, whatever deity you have on your altar and whatever items you have on there, like I've said, you can certainly ask to borrow them, pick them up, wear them for the day, then return them at night. And yeah, I just was completely blown away. Now, I have been helping my ex a little tiny bit to fill out documents because he wants to return to his country of birth to live out the rest of his life. But I mean, he's bought me lunch. You know, he has taken me to work since then, before and when I gave my notice. He's also come by and given me lunch again. He's being extremely generous and grateful. He is still spending money on his mobile home to fix it up, and he is receiving a Social Security check. So, I mean, he's never been generous in his nature. This is a wonderful thing, and I just wanted to share it with you so that if you have a deity, these are things you might not have thought of. And good luck, and please share what you do and your results. Thank you. I'll see you on the next video.